Okay, today I'm going to make a simple flatbread made out of zucchini and cheese. That's it. Now, I've done this once before, but I did it with cottage cheese. So I already have the oven on, preheating to 400 degrees. And it's very simple because you only have to use 2 ingredients, and it's very high protein, 25 grams of protein. So you can use different kinds of cheese. I looked different ones up, and I'm just going to mix the different cheeses together. So I'm going to use, this is the grated Parmesan, and you can't use the dusty kind. You've got to actually get the block and grate it. So you sprinkle the cheese on parchment paper, line your baking sheet with parchment paper, sprinkle the cheese on the parchment paper in a rectangle. Now, then you take, now I've decided to use different kinds of cheese because I want it a little bit thicker, because you can make a sandwich out of this, and I've done that, kind of like the peppers that I've done. So I'm using some cheddar cheese that I had in the refrigerator to kind of fill in. And then on the top, I'm going to put, so here's the cheddar. Okay, that's the cheddar. I'm going to put some mozzarella and Parmesan. Okay. So you're going to have to spread this out a little thin because it has to come out as a flatbread, and bake it till it's crispy. Spread that a little bit more. Okay. There we go. Let's see how this works. The one I made with cottage cheese was a little bit soft, even though I baked it enough and I made a sandwich out of it. It was like very pliable. So you have to dry your zucchini and then layer it in very thin slices so that it holds together. And you pat this dry with paper towels. Let's see how much this will make. And I did this on a grater, and I also grated my finger, which I don't recommend you do. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. I want to make sure it's all covered. There's a thicker piece. These are really thin. Just keep it crispy. I'm going to cover that hole. This might actually make two. Maybe I'll make one with Parmesan and cheddar and the other one with mozzarella and cheddar, and bake them at 400 for about 20 minutes. Make them really crispy. I think it will make two, so that's what I'm going to do. Lay some more in here, make sure that it's covered. But you don't want it too much. Now, yes, that will make another one. So I have mixed some paprika and garlic powder in here that I'm going to sprinkle over the top. It just said garlic powder, but I am going to do garlic powder. I love the smoked paprika, so that's what I'm going to do. And this will probably be enough for both as well. Might have to add a little bit more. But, okay, that one is ready pretty much for the oven. Put that aside and wait for it to heat up. Okay. Get myself another pan and some more parchment paper while the oven's heating up. Let's see what we got. I am also going to make some peanut oatmeal squares, breakfast ones, that are going to be really made out of peanut butter. High protein as well, with protein powder, as soon as I get this done. So this is kind of a good lunch thing. Okay, so I'm going to put my Parmesan on first and layer that. Parmesan's a little drier, so I think that works really well. And when it comes out, you want to spray it, actually. Okay. And this is going to be the mozzarella one. Spread that out. Use all of that. Okay. Now, put more of these on. I need to put some pepper on it too. Okay. So I'm going to have like 4 cheese breads, because these will be half. And each half is 25 grams just from the cheese, as it says on the recipe. So, just layer this on top of the cheese. It's going to be perfect timing with the oven. Crispy. And that's that plate. That was 1 zucchini, and it said to do 2. So I'm going to put the rest of the garlic powder and paprika on here, and some pepper. It's not going to be quite enough. So here's the pepper. You can also make chips out of this. Here's the garlic powder. I can smell that. And then I'm going to use the paprika. You can use smoked paprika, which I used before, and this one is just going to be the regular paprika. Then you're supposed to lift this off of the sheet and turn it around when it comes out of the oven. Okay. So that's almost ready to go in the oven. That's a quick way of making a flatbread. And here we have the 2 trays of flatbread. I didn't put pepper on this one, but I will. And just in time, the oven is hot, and I'll put the timer on for 20 minutes. Here we go. Okay. 20 minutes and they should be done. We'll see how they come out.